Going live. Oh, this Hangout
Oh,
is
there you
live.
go.
Hello, Internet world, and our YouTube viewers. Wow, we already have 3 YouTube viewers. Hi, each 3 of you. I appreciate you for watching. It's really fun that people can tune in through YouTube so they don't actually have to be on camera or anything and still feel like part of the discussion. I personally am kind of like a Google Hangout and webinar nerd, and I love to watch them all the time, and so I always get really excited
Oh,
when I hear people give shout outs to the YouTube viewers. So shout out to our YouTube viewers because that's normally me. And shout out to anyone watching this in the future. And shout out to all of my beautiful, wonderful people who are here in this meditation. And okay, just for the people who aren't sure, my name's Bonnie LeBaron. I do this Google Hangout. I was doing it every Thursday, but it seems like every other Thursday's a little better. So we're going to go every other Thursday, the second and the last Thursday of the month. And I do a lot of meditation. You can catch me throughout the week. I also am a Reiki master practitioner, almost Reiki master, and working towards that. So I have a lot of different services I offer, and feel free to get a hold of me through my Facebook at Bonnie LeBaron, Bonnie. LeBaron is Lebaron. Or you can email me at bonnielebaron333@gmail.com. And don't worry, there's a website coming soon, but some of us are still in the dark ages, so, you know, yeah, that's okay.
yeah.
All right,
Yay.
so just the layout of what tonight's going to look like. We're going to take the next 20 minutes, because I like to allow enough time to meet everyone. So the next 20 minutes to drop in, and everyone who's here in the Google Hangout can have a 2 to 5 minutes just to introduce yourself, have a drop-in of what's going on in your world right now. Something that fascinates me is that we're all humans on this earth together, and we rarely talk about what it's like to be a human on this earth together. So I would like to invite that conversation, and just a
Ah,
why of why I'm doing this. I feel like there's a lot of simple tools that we can bring into our everyday lives in order to increase our well-being and overall peace and happiness throughout our day. And I noticed that a lot of people don't know about them. And so I've been on this meditation trail for about 5 years, gathering different tools and techniques that I apply at different times of my day to feel good and to keep my vibration high and to promote self-healing. So now I'm trying to share all of those techniques with you beautiful people. And I think that if we all had a little more, we could find the inner peace, then we could bring it out into the world and hopefully save the world somehow. so, so
yeah.
I believe in us. And I also do this because I love the community aspect and bringing a room full of people together to talk about what it's like to meditate or what's going on in your world. And so let's connect authentically, and then that's what we'll do first, and then we'll move on to the training, which today we're talking about affirmations. So we'll go through a whole bunch of different affirmations you can use in your meditation, and we'll do a couple other training techniques, and then we'll go into the guided meditation after that. So, Sherman, since you were here first, I'm going to pick on you. Would you
Cool.
like to drop in first? What's up in your world? And say hi.
Okay. Well, hi internet, hi YouTube, hi world, hi everyone. My name is Sherman. I am just gonna go into, I guess, how I'm feeling in this present moment right
I
here.
love that. Answer that question.
Thanks. Just going into how I'm feeling right here, right now. I'm actually quite relieved, quite excited. I myself am in a period of transition. At the end of this month, am going to be well, my contract is going to be ended with the current company I work for. So that means I'm going to be packing up shop and heading back home. It's quite bittersweet. I am going to be moving out of my first apartment, but I am going to be moving back to all of my friends and family. So it's, like I said, it's a bit bittersweet, but I am most definitely trying to embrace the entire situation for what it is and just um, realize how many lessons have brought me to this point and how every moment in the now is ever changing. And just trying to stay with that energy and not allow myself to get stuck in the now, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if you can get stuck in the now, or getting stuck in the now would necessarily be a bad thing, but I think getting stuck, period. I digress. Sorry. Anyway.
No, I get it though. That's interesting. That's a good point, because you're like, even in the now, you're
Right.
still feeling stuck.
But not to get stuck in the now, because the now for me right now, for example, like when I go back home, is going to be the later. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's going to have already passed. So me not getting stuck in the right here, right now, when I continue forward. That makes sense.
Yeah.
The here and now.
So
Interesting.
like I said, I'm really excited. I know I've talked to Bonnie about this before, but I am in much need of meditation. I still have not truly been able to meditate like I feel like my body has been asking me, telling me, yelling at me to, ever since I've returned to the States. So I'm quite excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so glad you're here. And another thing you were saying about it kind of sounds like you're trying to live in the now without being attached to living in the now.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound? Which
Yeah.
is hard. Which is an interesting challenge.
It's quite interesting.
Cool. Well, thanks for being here, man.
Thank you.
Be here now.
Okay, I'm just gonna call out names because it's easier that way than me being like, who wants to go next, and then us taking like an extra 10 seconds for no one to say they want to go next. So, Tony, you want to go next? Okay, Tony's
I knew he'd
not there
pop
right
up
now.
here.
Deanna, would you like to go next? Right when I said that, I saw Deanna's thing go on mute.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go next.
You can always pass if you want to, people.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
If you ask me a question, I feel entitled to answer.
Sweet.
But anyways, what's up?
Well, why don't you tell us where you're at in the world, and in one or two sentences how you're feeling in this present moment.
Well, at this moment, right before I joined this meditation, my best friend in the whole wide world that I've known for 8 years told me, "You're too immature, you don't do enough." And keep in mind, he's done almost everything for me under the sun, and I can't do the same thing that he does.
Can
But,
I interrupt you to ask you a question?
Sure.
So how do you feel in this moment?
Kind of disappointed, kind of sad that he told me that he wants nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm. And how does it feel to recognize how you feel?
I think it's like, let go. Just try and let go and shake it off.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I'm probing these questions because I'm trying to move away so much from like the stories of why we feel a certain way and getting to the core of what is it that we are trying to communicate to someone else that will provide some sort of relief. So I'm just kind of jumping around in here. Sweet. Is there anything else you'd like to share right now? Otherwise, we can talk about it after the meditation.
Besides the fact that I found out yesterday that I became an aunt.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it's so much fun. But besides those two things, not much in my world.
Okay, so I'm going to change the question to how is your meditation practice treating you recently? Just because we'll keep it time. I think that'll be better for time. And we can talk about what's up in our worlds after the meditation.
Okay.
Christian, you want to go for it?
Sure. What was the first thing I need to say?
Christian.
Hey, Michael.
Where are you in the world? And how's your meditation practice going?
Yeah, okay. First I'll say hello, everybody. And right now, I'm doing pretty well.
Hello.
I have my brother visiting, and we've been having many spiritual conversations. It's been interesting. I haven't been meditating as much as I would like to, but the few times that I have been very good and have helped me a lot. And so yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, definitely better, definitely more where I want to be and continue. So yeah.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you got a few meditations.
Yeah, me too.
You're awesome. Okay, Michael.
You're awesome.
Which one?
I knew you were gonna call me.
There's two
I'm falling
Michaels.
asleep over here.
Yeah, let's do Michael. Let's do
Oh,
the
okay.
Michael who asked which one. I don't know if I've met you through
Oh,
Google
okay.
Hangout yet. And then Michael Pratt you can go next.
Okay. Yeah. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Glad to be here. I'm very psyched up about this. This is my second group meditation, and meditation is still fairly new to me, but all of my experiences so far have been completely awesome, and I look forward to many more sessions, group and by myself. And I actually brought a friend.
Hi.
Hi.
Her name is
I wish I
Corinne.
could see you too.
Yeah.
I can see some very white teeth. Good job. There you go. Hey.
But yeah, I mean, we're both very excited. This is both still new to us, but like I said, I've had some good results, and I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy.
Sweet. I'm so happy that you're happy and happy to be here. Oh, sorry, guys.
I'm singing the happy song. Here's a little song I wrote. No, I swear, don't worry.
Be happy. That's awesome. That's basically an affirmation, which is funny because we're talking about affirmations today. So you're right. You're right on track. Songs are affirmations that because we tend to sing them in our head, and so we're like affirming this sentence in our head. That's why I love Medicine for the People so much, because I'm having like these happy affirmations in my head. But sweet. Well, thanks for being here, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we're going to start in the next 7 minutes. That's why I'm like rolling through intros here, even though I secretly would just sit here and talk and do intros all night, but then we wouldn't meditate. So. But we do talk for a long time after, usually, once we're all zoned out.
For sure.
Okay, well, thanks for being here. What's the other person who's here? Michael?
My name's
Corinne. Corinne. Sweet.
Yes.
Welcome. That's a beautiful name.
Corinne.
Okay, Michael Pratt, go for it.
Oh, hey. What was the question?
How's your meditation experience? Where are you located?
My meditation experience has
been recently.
I mean, it's been really beautiful. I mean, it's something that I look now as kind of something more of it's a routine, but it's something I feel like I kind of, in a way, I don't want to say have to do, but like I need to do I need to breathe deeply. I need to do certain things to keep me grounded, because I'm pretty I can be in the stars a lot of times, so but that's just kind of my nature, so I like to do things that keep me grounded, and meditation helps me feel clear, so I definitely enjoy,
Sweet. Well, thanks for being here.
Oh, yeah.
Google Hangouts.
Yeah, Google Hangouts. You're on Google. Okay, Joelle, would you like to do an introduction today?
Come on, baby.
My meditation practice is lacking. That's why I'm here.
Sweet. And you're like, I'm just sitting through this community introduction part because I have to. Well, thanks for being here. I'm just joking. That's not really what you're thinking. I'm kind of in a interesting world today. So thanks for being here, Joelle. I accidentally learned Joel's name as Joel, and it's actually Joel, and so now I have to, like, my conscious mind is having to change it all the time.
Joel Osteen.
Is there anything else you want to share with the internet, Joel?
The way I remembered it, I just think of it as an angel.
Oh, that's
a
beautiful.
good way to remember it.
No, I'm just ready to jump into the program. Thank you.
Okay, sweet. Pat, I haven't met you yet. Wait, Pat is the one who's Michael, huh? Is he listed as? Okay, I don't think anyone's actually there. Okay. Well, Woody or Tony?
Yeah, I'm here listening.
Okay, how are you, and what's your meditation practice been like?
Well, I'm having a little trouble with my problem is I've been meditating the last couple of days, but it seems like every time I get into meditation, about 5 to 10 minutes in, somebody comes and knocks on the door, or the phone rings, even though I've got the ringer turned off in my room. I know it's just telemarketers, but it distracts me. And then tonight, I have some mice here in the room, and they are loud. You wouldn't believe a little mouse could make a lot of noise, but when they get to running around, I've got some live catch mouse traps that I put out, but they still seem to be more than I'm catching. So, but I am meditating more regardless, and I've been a little depressed the last few days over some things, and the world news. The news is just absolutely a downer. I have to turn it off after about 2 or 3 hours. It gets too bad. And
yeah, it's hard. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this, is because I don't really know what to do. I know there's lots of ways to try and help, but it's like just overall learning how to spread peace and hope that it gets that far. Okay, I'm gonna ask that whoever's got the sound going on, that is that coming from mine, or is that, I don't know where it's coming from, but we're gonna. So the other thing you mentioned was distractions, and I want to remind you that distractions are always going to be present. We can really try and isolate ourselves from distractions, but how we react to the distractions is really what we want to focus on. Are we holding a angry and frustrated approach towards distractions? Like you said, someone will be at the door or something. When that happens, do I feel mad? Do I feel angry? Am I letting upset feelings come? Or am I reacting, basically? Are you being reactive, or are we just observing? And so taking that approach of choosing consciously to observe the feelings that arise and then let go of the angry ones, and just gently and very nicely turning our attention back to our breath.
I have a feeling of irritation, especially when the phone rings, because before I got the answering machine, it seems like 99% of all the calls that would be from telemarketers, some of them very aggressive in trying to get my credit card information, and I finally had, but even though it goes to an answering machine, when I hear the phone ring, I automatically think there's someone out to try and sell me something that I don't want, and that raises an irritation. I've got a little problem with being
Yeah, and so we can recognize that irritation without engaging in it. And that's part of the tricks, and that's part of what will help. Okay, so see, here's me right now. I'm recognizing the sound that keeps going off, and instead of like getting frustrated and engaging in it, I'm going to put it in a cloud and let that cloud float away, or I'm going to turn my attention back to my breath, or I'm going to imagine that I'm putting that frustration down at the door, because right now I'm stepping into a space where that's not going to serve me, that vibration. So I'm going to just consciously choose to put it down. But that being said, we do want to try our best to isolate distractions as much as possible. So wherever this, I'm going to close all these windows and hope that okay, a friend of mine named Trevin Gray is watching on YouTube, and he's saying hello, and he's tuned in, and thank you for doing your intro through Facebook. That's awesome. And we will think of you as being here. And I'm going to sign off Facebook because I don't know if that's where all these sounds are coming from, but we'll just put them away. Okay. Let's go ahead and start. Yeah, my intro is just that I'm Bonnie, and I already did an intro, really, but I love meditation, and I love doing all this stuff, so.
Yeah, I think most people knows me, so.
Oh, Tony, sorry, I had called you, and you weren't in there, and then
So I,
go for it. You have.
Well, I've been, my mom got back from the hospital. She's doing absolutely great. She's on a renal diet, so I've been trying to figure out how to incorporate that into our lifestyle, which is awesome because it's healthy living, so it benefits everybody. That's how the universe works. And earlier there was a beautiful sunset, so I went out there and kind of calmed myself to it. So that's it, pretty much.
Sweet.
That's what I've been doing.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. I'm on a 21 days of self-Reiki in order to complete my Reiki Master level training. And it's really interesting because it's bringing up a lot of emotions that I'm essentially like letting go of, but in the process it's kind of like a detox. So I'm feeling really interesting right now. But I'm on day 15.
Maybe I need to get on that.
Yes. Anyway, okay, so let's start by just taking 3 deep breaths together, and we'll take 3 of the nicest, biggest breaths that we've taken all day. We can sit up straight and on your own free flow timing, whenever it feels right to you, you can begin with 3 of the deepest breaths we've taken all day. And as we exhale, feel free to allow your body to make any noises it might want to make. And we'll become aware of what our body feels like. And more interestingly, what it feels like to be in this body. Whether our feet are flat on the ground, or whether we're sitting Indian style, or whether we're laying down. Take recognition of how our body feels. Here we can lightly sway side to side, front to back, feeling the movement in our body as we do this. Recognizing that motion. Allowing our bodies to move any way that feels good. Any way that feels peaceful. Like a gentle sway. We'll open this container by imagining that we are in this gentle sway, allowing anything from today that we're holding on to that is not serving us. We'll allow it to be washed away. Let it be recharged in this current of positive flow that we're experiencing. And when it feels right to you, we can gently come to a stillness now. Whenever it feels right, if it feels right to keep swaying, feel free to keep swaying. But when we come to this stillness, take recognition of what it feels like to move to the stillness after that nice sway back and forth. Not judging, not controlling, but recognizing. Here we can imagine as if a string is attached to the top of our head, pulling us straight up. We'll sit in our highest self, our back straight, spine aligned. If any of our chakras feel out of balance, we can bring them to a center, imagining a tube of light running through our spine. And just center anything that feels out of balance, bring it back with our imaginations through this white light line running through our spine. We'll take a moment here to honor ourselves for showing up. And before we open our eyes, we will take 3 more of the biggest, deepest, most conscious breaths that we've taken all day. Picking up our abdominal breathing, where we inhale and our stomachs grow like balloons inflating. We allow our stomach to rise with our breath coming into our bellies. And as we exhale, it's like that balloon in our belly is deflating as our stomachs move closer to the wall of our spine on the exhale. We'll take a few moments to recognize that abdominal breathing. Slowing it down. Releasing anything else we need to release before we enter into this container of healing. And if you feel called, you can ask your guides to guide you in this meditation so that you may receive the highest amount of good and healing, and that we may hear exactly what it is we need to hear. And when we're ready, we can very gradually, gently, and slowly begin to wiggle our fingers and our toes. Begin to come back into this space, opening our eyes, but still holding that center of peace or calm that we might have just accessed as we come into this container. Like a light just switched on right above our heads. And now that light's flowing into our bodies and into this container. So if you'd like, feel free to stay with your eyes closed. I'm going to do the training part, which is just the the part where we talk about affirmations, unless we like have a vote and we all just want to go straight into the guided meditation.
I'd
you want to
vote go into the meditation since we've already created this foundation.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd vote for guided meditation.
I vote the same.
Okay, cool, sweet. I love it when people all vote the same. Then, how about I just bring in some of these affirmations into the meditation instead of like telling us
Yeah, you can do
before
that.
and letting us kind of figure out which affirmation you want to work with. Does everybody know what an affirmation is? Cool, so it's just
It's a quote or saying.
yeah, that we can use to get into our subconscious mind and promote healing and what it is that we want in our lives and the feelings that we want in our lives. The affirmations I was wanting to work on today is the I am affirmation. Essentially what we do here is we say the words I am blank and anything that you want to feel. So at any point during this meditation, feel free to say, I am peace. I am love. I am harmony. I am in alignment with my highest self. I am in alignment with my highest path.
You could do that through the chakras, like to the,
Mm-hmm.
So that's really good. That's just an idea. I've done that before.
I'm healthy. I am inviting the energy of health and wellness into every cell of my body and being. I am filled and surrounded by the goodness of life. I am open to the goodness that is present here, now, and in each moment. Okay, so since we all want to just go into the meditation, we'll go ahead and jump in by closing our eyes again. If our bodies still feel a little restless, feel free to get any last wiggles out before coming to a stillness. We'll begin our meditation by recognizing our breath, our magical, powerful breath. We'll invite our breath to flow to us effortlessly but powerfully as we take recognition of what it feels like as it enters into our bodies. Without controlling our breath, we'll take recognition. Is it short? Is it long? And we'll flow with our breath, recognizing the temperature. Where is it going in our bodies? Recognizing that as we breathe in, it might feel a little cooler than when we breathe out and it's a little warmer. We'll take the next few moments to become aware of the sensation of our breath. Are we abdominally breathing? We'll begin to do so if we're not. Feeling our stomachs fill with air on our inhale, drawing the air all the way down into the base of our spine, right at our bellies. And as we exhale, feeling our stomachs deflate like a balloon as our belly button moves closer to the wall of our spine. At any point during this meditation, we can always come back to that breath, to our abdominal breathing, allowing this to be the foundation of our meditation. We'll begin to recognize the sounds that we hear, the lack of sounds, the silence. Recognizing how our body feels. Consciously noting if there's any tension anywhere in the body. We'll release that tension now. Systematically now moving through our bodies, mapping out where there's tension. And we'll begin to inhale to that spot as if we're drawing our breath exactly to the spot where we feel tension. And as we exhale, allowing it to evaporate into a mist and float away. And we'll feel the earth energy strong beneath our feet. Drawing it up to our feet. And as we do this, we realize there's a wave of peace and harmony that comes with this relaxation from the earth energy. Starting with our left foot, relaxing the left foot, the right foot, the left calf, the right calf, the left thigh, the right thigh, the left bottom, right, our left hip, our right hip, our left lower part of our arm, our right lower part of our arm, our lower abs, relaxing the lower abs. Moving up, we'll relax the upper arm, the left side. Relax the right arm, the upper arm. Relax the upper abs. Relaxing the chest, left and right. Relaxing the lower back. Relaxing the upper back, left side and right side. The shoulders, feel the tension just drop in the shoulders as we relax the left side and the right side. Our neck, releasing our neck, releasing our tongue, allowing our tongues to relax, and then placing the tongue on the roof of the mouth if it feels comfortable there. Our jaw might want to drop open slightly. We can allow that. That's beautiful. Maybe even our bottom lip is separated from our top lip a little bit, and that's okay too. Feeling the wave of relaxation up our face, we'll relax our eyes, our cheeks, all the way up to our third eye, relaxing there, to the top of the head, relaxing the top of the head. And then, like a wave of energy, release it all down again, feeling that sinking feeling. Relaxing even the energy around us. And here we can pick up, if we want to, we can pick up our Hong Sa mantra. As we inhale, we'll mentally say the word Hong. As we exhale, mentally saying the word Sa. Aligning our breath with the words Hong as we inhale, Sa as we exhale. And if you don't want to do that mantra, that's okay. We can stay focused on the breath and the point of light at our third eye. Whatever your flow feels like right now. I'm going to pick up the Hong Sa mantra. Hong with each inhale, Sa with each exhale. Meaning I am spirit, also meaning in Sanskrit, I am peace. The breath might be getting shorter. It's a good thing to recognize what's going on with the breath without controlling it. Simply allowing it effortlessly, but knowing how powerful it is. And if any other thoughts jump in, we can simply allow them to float past us as we turn our attention back to our Hong Sa mantra. We'll stay here in Hong Sa for another minute. Maybe there's a spot on our body that began to build some tension again. We will consciously release and relax that spot. Like a wave rolling down our body, we release the tension. And you can either stay here at our Hong Sa mantra, or if you're a visual type of person, we can begin to imagine a beautiful space, a space that we come to find peace inside. Maybe it's a room with a beautiful window, or maybe it's somewhere in nature, the ocean, the mountains, the sand. Maybe it's a nice place where we can sit and read a book, or light a candle and have sacred space. We'll begin to draw out the details of this place. What color is it? What smells do we smell when we're in this place? If any other thoughts come into our mind, we can put them into a cloud, let them float away as we visualize this beautiful space that we're surrounded by. Maybe it's a garden. What flowers are in the garden? What do the clouds look like? Maybe we can see a sunset or a sunrise. Maybe there's another person there with us. Knowing that only peaceful people and surroundings are in this space. Or maybe it's just you and nature and your book. Whatever it is, we'll take a few more moments to find this place. Maybe it's under a tree, a hammock. Knowing that in this place, we are harmony, we are peace. Maybe you can see the harmony all around you through bright lights. We can stay here in this place. And if you want to, you can just stay here outlining what this place is like. Or we can imagine a star above our heads, a few feet above our head. And we'll imagine that we flick the light switch on to the star, illuminating it, watching it become bright, taking a moment to recognize it glowing. And gently we'll imagine the light from the sky raining down on the star and then falling onto us as we're being covered in this light shower. Allowing the light to start at our toes as it begins to fill up our toes. Allowing the light from the star to fill up our toes, our ankles, our legs, our thighs. Allowing the light from the star to fill our bellies, our arms, our chest, our upper arms, our back, our neck. Allowing the light to fill our face, our head. And we can even imagine we're tensing our hands and our feet now and allowing the light from the star to even go around as if we're full of the light from the inside and now it's overflowing to the outside of us too. Allowing this light to be within us, but also all around our being. We can gently untense our hands and our feet and just allow the light to surround us, to be within us. I am peace. I am joy. I am love. I am inviting the energy of health and wellness into every cell of my body. I am healthy. I am balanced. I receive blessings from my meditation practice. We'll take a moment here to receive the gifts of meditation. First, opening the channel to receiving, feeling the gratitude that we are capable of doing that. And then allowing the gifts, love, joy, peace, wisdom, sound, energy, light, harmony, grace. And gently we'll bring our attention back to this surrounding that we drew out before, either the room or the ocean or whatever the peaceful place that we had imagined before was. We'll go back there, realizing that it's still here and that we can find it anytime we want. Feeling the light all around this room and also within us. We'll take a moment here to be grateful for this space, to honor this space. Saying thank you. We'll also take a moment here to honor ourselves. And we can begin walking back down the path that we took to walk to get into this space. If we didn't draw out a path to get here, maybe we can draw one out now. And we'll turn our attention back to our breath, back to how it feels as it comes in and as it goes out. Take a moment before we end our meditation to feel the breath go past the heart, feeling a warm sensation at our hearts. Here we can use the affirmation, I am peace, I am love, feeling what it would feel like if our heart could smile. If we feel like it, we can physically smile with our mouth and smile into our heart. And here at our heart center, we'll bring the feeling of gratitude. Bringing back our intention of peace and creating and finding the peace within ourselves. We'll hold gratitude for our intention. If you did call in your guides, you can hold gratitude for your guides. And always hold gratitude for ourselves, honoring ourselves for coming to this container and opening and receiving the wellness that we are here to receive through the benefits of meditation. And if we would like to send this peace energy anywhere, we can do that by gathering peace energy in our hands, feeling like balls of chi energy at our hands, rub them together, imagine where we want to send the peace energy, maybe overseas, maybe to anyone who could use some in Gaza or wherever it is in the world. We can imagine that situation, person, place, or thing surrounded in a blue and gold light, covered with love and peace, and open our hands and allow the love and peace energy to float there effortlessly but powerfully through a tunnel of light. And we'll end our meditation now with one Om. As we inhale and exhale with the Om. Om. And when we feel ready, we can wiggle our fingers and our toes. And very gently open our eyes. Or if it feels right, we can keep our eyes closed for another few minutes. Do we feel like closing our eyes, keeping our eyes closed for like 2 more minutes? Okay, I'm setting a 2-minute timer. So this is kind of cool because it's the part where we can release all techniques and be fully present in meditation. Also, one thing we can do is while you're in your meditation, if you feel like it, we can say out loud what it is, like what sensation you're feeling. So I'm feeling a deep yearning in my stomach. I'm also feeling a lot at my third eye space. And I'm kind of in my heart feeling a fluttery, excited feeling. Consciously carrying the peace with us as we go about the rest of our night, the rest of our day tomorrow, the rest of our life. I can't see any of your cameras, so I don't know if we're all still meditating or if our eyes are open.
My eyes are open.
Christian's eyes open. How are you feeling, Christian?
I'm feeling wonderful. That was,
Yeah?
Yeah, that was really great.
I'm glad you're feeling wonderful.
Yeah.
What does it feel like to feel wonderful? Where are you feeling sensation in your body?
I'm just feeling very peaceful all throughout my body and in my mind. And I was able to go deeper this time.
Why do you think you were able to go deeper this time?
I'm not really sure. I think I went to a Buddhist monastery, not this past Sunday, but the other Sunday, and it was just like another step towards getting to that place of deep presence.
Mm-hmm. I also want to point out that you've been practicing.
I have.
And if it's only been like at these meditations, it sounds like you have been doing some out of these meditations.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's really cool. And it's like it's only up from here, you know?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I didn't mean to make it sound like this wasn't a part of it, because it definitely is. But I mean,
yeah.
It was just, I've just been doing it more. And
Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't feel like I wasn't taking offense or anything.
I know.
I was trying to point out that it gets easier the more that we do it. The more, and at first it's really difficult, and so it really is building neurological pathways in our brain. It's like, yeah, it's like carving out those pathways, and it's a practice just like everything else. But yeah, so the more you practice it, it's like there's also like this honeymoon stage of meditation that you kind of like, or at least with me, and I've read about this, but once you establish that connection and that those neurological pathways, there's like this like honeymoon stage where it's just so blissful. You're like, I just want to go there all the time.
Yeah, I'm starting to get there, I think.
Yeah, and the more that we meditate, the more we want to meditate. So if we put it off, we tend to like not want to do it. And the more that we do it, we're like, whoa, this actually is really fun. And the more that we want to do it. And it's super amazing.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's cool. The other day, I was feeling, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling like I knew I should be feeling. So I just sat down and meditated, and it just instantly was put back in that place I needed to be in, and it was really great. It's just cool to start to see that sort of happening in my life.
Yeah.
I can actually apply it, and
yeah, I love how the world to me always looks brighter after I meditate, and just if you could see what harmony looks like, I feel like I can see it like through this just light coming off of everything.
Yeah, to me everything's more vivid.
Yeah. You look at the grass and it's like so green.
Yeah, right. Yep. The trees and the sky is a deeper blue, and it's just
Yeah.
Yeah, colors are a lot brighter. That's a really good point. In general, with colors.
I actually saw my feet.
You saw what?
I saw my feet.
Your feet?
Yeah, I was sitting there meditating, and from here I cannot with my eyes open, I can't see my shoes because my legs are up underneath the desk. So whenever I was just sitting there meditating and I had my eyes closed, I could just see myself sitting here as if I had my eyes open for a brief time, and then I just went into it, and then I just let it go and just went a little deeper and didn't focus on my being.
I feel like there's a really big, like a really deep energy going on right now. Like I feel like I could sit and meditate for another hour.
Me too.
You know?
Oh, absolutely.
Like
I started to feel like I was.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just noticed it was easy for me to feel like I was just floating.
Yeah.
And I started to feel like I was kind of spinning around in my chair slowly.
Oh, wow, that's cool. I've had that happen before. That is
Yeah.
awesome. I've also been in a recliner, and I could have swore like I was like swinging in a hammock.
Uh-huh. I love doing that.
Yeah, I've had that happen before too. I've had it happen in a bed too, other than just a recliner. And it just feels like it's swinging. And your body's sitting still, but you're not.
Yeah, exactly. I tried that the other night, and it was really awesome.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, that's cool. I'm glad your meditation's coming along well.
Yeah, man, thanks. It's all thanks to Bonnie and...
It's thanks to you.
I know, but...
It's actually thanks to you.
I know.
I knew she was going to say that. But yeah, she's
I knew
right.
you were going to say that too.
Just
I can't breathe
introduction, right? Yeah.
Right. Well, I just mean...
You have to breathe for you. So you're doing
you
it
having
all.
this to encourage me to do
I
it
can
more.
tell you to breathe. But I can't breathe for you.
I have been meditating, but that's the longest meditation I've done this week. So that's cool because I set aside. Yeah, because I set aside for this meditation. I set time aside, and sometimes it's just like I don't have that much time whenever I need it. So I do like, I don't know, 2-minute, 5-minute meditations and use breathing exercises and just calm myself. And especially this whole week, my God, it's been ragged. So
yeah,
I definitely have an attitude of gratitude that I have been able to go through this week keeping a calm mentality, even in the most torrential of currents around me.
Yeah, I really like having the group meditations. Like when I first started meditating, well, the first class that I took was a 6-week series, and it was once a week. And that once a week that we would meet, we would meditate for like at least 40 minutes, like 30. It started with 20, but we moved up to like 40. And even if I only meditated for 5 minutes a day during the week, like as long as it was like to have that foundation of that like 40 minutes, you know, in a meditation class where I was doing it with other people and I was being guided through it. It's like that was like my like plug-in time, you know,
Right.
and then I could take that with me into my smaller meditations throughout the week. But like when I would miss that hour of plugging in deeply with other people and with the guidance from someone, it was like harder to do my 5 minutes even during the other days I was off. So I feel like we like set up this foundation through doing it together, and that was like 45 minutes. That was a long.
I didn't realize we would be meditating for that long. It didn't seem like it.
Keeping track of time is not one of my strong points of teaching of guiding meditation.
Well, especially when I'm meditating. No, normally I've got a very good temporal awareness. I believe that's what they call it. And yeah, I can usually tell somebody within about 10 or 15 minutes what time it is. which is just
Yeah.
something I do just to try to do it. You know, I could let it go if I wanted to and not even worry about it like now. But yeah, I like maybe it's even whenever. Of course, I guess that goes back to just being in tune with the planet, maybe. Because back in elementary school, what I could do was like during recess, kids would ask me what time it is, and I would look up at the sun and be within about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's cool.
I really like I like that after meditation, it's like I feel like I can be with other people and it's still okay to have silence. It's not like this awkward, like,
to have
oh, we
what?
need to fill this space with words. It's still okay to have,
Oh,
it's like we can be in the same space together and we can be silent and we can be honoring that silence and
mm-hmm.
okay with that silence and actually like enjoying that silence instead of feeling so much like we have to be talking or we have to be communicating or we have to be controlling what is going on. It's like we're able to just be in this space, and sometimes the best way to fully be in this space and be present with another person is to be silent and to allow that to happen without feeling like we need to change it or feeling like we need to talk. I feel like that's one of the things I enjoy about meditating with other people. It's like we realize that it's okay. We don't have to constantly fill the space with words. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
I kind of like. I'm like kind of like that anyway. So I like being in a space where other people are down with not talking.
Yeah. It's kind of funny on Google Hangouts because we're like, you know, normally when you're doing something like that, not talking, you're still in presence with someone. So you're like in, like you can still feel their vibrations
Right.
around you and things
Right.
like that. And then we're here where like I'm in my room and I'm by myself, but I'm actually in my room with 6 other people right now.
Yeah, that's funny.
We're so on the cutting edge of this. This is so new.
That's true. Yeah.
It's so fascinating. I still feel our energy though, even though we're not like sitting in the same space at this moment in time.
Right. That's a cool thing too.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so I don't know if we ever talked about affirmations enough. Another affirmation I like is within me lies the energy. Oh gosh, I was saying this all day and then I knew the second I got on here I'd forget it. Within me lies the energy to accomplish all that I will to do. There's more to it, but I'm not going to say it out loud. But yeah, that's one of the ones I like for meditation. What do you guys think about the about drawing out your peaceful places? Where were you all? What did yours look like?
Am I the only one not muted?
I think so. I wonder if everybody's still meditating. Should we join them? Should we close our eyes again?
I'm looking at it right now.
For me?
It was an invite.
Oh.
Oh gosh. Oh wow, Lila's apologizing.
Who? What?
This woman that scared Michael. And she said that I would like to apologize about yesterday. Oh, okay, because she missed the class. That's what it was, I guess. Definitely a dark individual, but everybody has a you know, got my vote. You know, as far as trying to help him come out of the box. Oh, there she is. Oh, that's fine. We'll have the class next week, and you can check on the Merlin's page, Merlin's event page for what we did as far as the ritual goes. Heather.
I think I'm gonna end. Well, it still says there's 2 people watching.
Yeah, I think it's Andy and Melanie.
Okay. Hi, Andy and Melanie. It looks like we just got someone new in here. Did you do the meditation? I don't know your name.
Heather.
Heather?
Yeah, that's what I'm reading. I guess that's her middle name.
Hey, does anybody know how to get this? The lady, someone named Pat S. She calls herself Chi Lady. It won't let me click on her thing to see her profile and add her in my Google Circles so that I can make sure to get her to invite for this next time. And she said that she said she liked it. So, but for some reason it won't let me click on it. Does anybody know how would I get to that?
Let me see if I can do it. I've got Google Plus up, or Google Chrome up. Let me see.
I don't know.
Oh, either. No idea, actually. Does anybody else want to share how they're feeling? Heather, does your microphone work? It sounds like it doesn't work. I can't hear it.
I definitely feel more relaxed.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a step in the right direction. Good job. You are decreasing your stress, and remember, stress actually kills us. So we're doing a lot by relaxing. We're doing a lot more than just relaxing. We're actually saving our lives. So take power, take ownership in that relaxing. That's awesome. Did anything else come up in the meditation for anybody?
I just almost had an LDE, so that's pretty good step in the right direction, I guess.
LDE is?
LBE, out of body.
Oh, out of body. That's what I thought. But then I thought you were saying L something.
I felt like I was getting there too. It was weird.
Yeah. I didn't let myself, basically. I mean, I could have, but I was focusing on the meditation more than I was, traveling. So that's when I saw my shoes. I was like, oh, I better try to straighten back up into my body. So I did, and just went ahead and started breathing. But, yeah, it was very deep meditation.
I've been feeling out of my body all day today.
I can tell you what you can do for that.
Well, it's just weird.
If you want, I mean, because some people don't because sometimes, you want to be having that airy, relaxed feeling, and then sometimes, you want to be grounded and be able to get some things done if you need to. So, but yeah, what you can do, it comes from a ceremony called Cakes and Ale. The Catholics call it communion, but it's from way further back than that, cakes and wine. And what you can do is either eat a cracker or a cookie and drink either water or your favorite juice. And that puts you in an act of doing something in the material plane. So it brings you into, it grounds you. It brings you back into physical focus, I guess you would call it.
I'm going to end the live part of this because we don't have anybody else watching on the YouTube viewers. So just to end the live part, remember I'm Bonnie LeBaron. You can find me on Facebook at Bonnie LeBaron. BONNIE. LeBaron is LE_BARON. Feel free to email me at bonnielebaron333@gmail.com. We do this every second and last Thursday of the month. I also am available for extra assistance if you're looking for extra help one-on-one, or if you're in Austin, we're having some group meditation classes coming up here. I also teach Reiki, do Reiki, and also I'm a Qigong instructor, so lots of fun ways to play around here. So feel free to contact me if you'd like to do that more. And I love you all so much. Thank you so much for taking the time to appreciate in yourself and to bring and find your own place of peace within yourself. I so appreciate everyone who's doing that for ourselves, but also for our world. So yeah, so thank you so much, and I love you.
You do angel card readings too, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Thank you, Tony. I
Sure.
also do angel card readings, so if you'd want an angel card reading, that's another great reason to hit me up. So, okay, I'm going to stop this broadcast, but we're going to keep talking on the Google Hangout. So if anyone who's watching wants to join us on the Google Hangout, go for it. Okay, bye.